Have you ever faced a problem that seemed too big to solve? Have you ever thought, I'm too small, I can't do anything about it? Well, today I have a story for you that shows how even the smallest, weakest creature can make a big difference. Want to know how? Let's dive into this story together. Hello, I'm the bird in this story, and I want to share with you something that happened to me a long time ago. One day, I lost a grain of food. It got stuck in the hollow of a tree. I flew to the tree and said, "Give me back my grain." But the tree just laughed and said, "Why should I give it to you? Go away." I was so angry. The tree was being rude, and I needed that grain. So I thought, maybe a carpenter can help me. I flew to the carpenter and told him, "The tree has taken my grain and won't give it back. You must cut it down." The carpenter was surprised and said, "You want me to cut down a whole tree just for one grain? That's not possible." I didn't know what to do next, so I went to the king. I told him, "Your Majesty, punish the carpenter. He refuses to cut down the tree that has stolen my grain." The king listened carefully and said, "You came all the way here for such a small problem. I cannot punish the carpenter for this." Now I was really frustrated. I thought, what should I do? I decided to try something else. The next day, I went to the elephant handler and said, "Tomorrow, when the king is riding the elephant, make sure he falls off." The elephant handler was shocked. "Why would I do such a thing?" he asked. I told him my whole story again. "The tree won't give me back my grain, the carpenter won't cut the tree, and the king won't punish the carpenter. You must help me." The elephant handler shook his head. "You're being unreasonable. I can't harm my king." I was getting angrier by the minute. Then I had another idea. I went to an ant and said, "Crawl into the elephant's trunk and irritate him. That will solve my problem." The ant was puzzled. "Why would I do that?" she asked. I explained everything to her once again. After listening, the ant said, "I can't crawl into the elephant's trunk for such a small problem." Now, I was really mad. I had been polite and tried to ask everyone for help, but nobody was listening. I looked at the ant and said, "Fine, I can't harm the tree, the carpenter, the king, or the elephant. But you, I can pick you up with my beak and crush you. Think carefully." The ant was scared and immediately ran to the elephant. The elephant hurried to the elephant handler, who went to the king. The king finally summoned the carpenter and ordered him to cut down the tree. When the carpenter brought his tools, the tree saw what was happening. Quickly the tree said, "Wait, I'll give back the grain. There's no need to cut me down." And just like that, I got my grain back. It may have seemed that way at first, but by using my brain, my persistence, and never giving up, I was able to solve the problem. Sometimes we feel like we're too weak or small to face big challenges. But the truth is, the power to change things doesn't always come from strength. It comes from resilience, intelligence, and persistence. Never forget that even the smallest action can have a big impact. So, what about you? When you face a problem, do you give up, or do you think outside the box and keep trying? Believe in yourself and remember, with persistence, you can solve anything.